Hello fellow travelers, welcome back to another daily video. This is Retro MTGA and today we are assaulting the ladder for glory and honor with pure, unadulterated jankness. This used to be a mono red list for full jank points, but today's version is twerked out into more of a Jeskai build with Spara's Headquarters and Xander's Lounge to round out our possibility of hard casting Atraxa and one with the multiverse, even if we don't manage to make any single treasure tokens, which honestly wasn't a problem, but they ended up getting used for other things. Like the pressure got too strong and our repair and recharge right here just laid dormant in our hand because we couldn't not use the treasure tokens we needed. Because our opponents are able to put a lot of pressure on us on the ladder, obviously. So what we're looking at here is Igonjo, 9 mountains now instead of the full 20. Still have 2 Sokenzans, now have 2 wastes, 2 reefs, 2 forges, 2 lounges, and 2 headquarters. So hopefully this won't slow us down and it will enable us to, if need be, hard cast Atraxa, hard cast repair and recharge, possibly hard cast one with the multiverse. So that's what the twerking was all about today. Nothing else has changed. Turn 4 wins are completely impossible with this list, as is the likelihood our opponents will resort to instant scoops. Nevertheless, we do have the wherewithal to bob and weave through the early game and into the mid game, and if we play well and win a few coin flips, we can close out games with style and finesse, make our opponents run home to their mommies. Indeed, there's no better finisher than casting Invoke Calamity on a repair and recharge to drop one with the multiverse into a free Phyrexian portal. Seriously, I've done it. So here comes the gameplay. Fearless travelers, let's jump in. Let's showcase our janktastic take on sneaky Atraxa and crush our way on up the ladder to glory. Okay. Game 1, let's get excited. We go first. This hand is fantastic as long as we draw lands, so naturally we'll just draw what we need. Shouldn't be a problem. Opponent looks like they're playing mono white, but they're actually playing mono black, so we got their number. Underdog, sure. How about an Abrade to that underdog? Okay, tap land is not really what we want right this second, so we'll go ahead and Sokenzen and Fable. Maybe our Goblin Shaman lives, probably not. Sometimes the opponent lets the shaman... I'm just not even going to finish that sentence. In order... Okay, I'll finish it. In order to save the removal for the Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Okay, so we'll discard... these. We'll hit our land drop. Oh, should we go Koth right away? Yeah, I think so. Thinning the deck. Not sure what the opponent's thinking, to be fair. Underdog for the blitz attack on Koth. No, to the face. Wow. That feels like a mistake. Okay, if we play the mountain and then the big score, we have 3 mana up for Brotherhood's End. They didn't discard with Liliana. If we play Spara's Headquarters and try and get ahead, we still have 2 mana up. And we leave the mountain in hand. I think that is the way to go here. So Spara's Headquarters as our land drop. Pump up Koth. Next to combat. And turn. We could have played the Dragon War and gotten ourselves a 4/4 dragon. I see. So that's what they wanted to do. It's actually pretty normal to run into Invoke Despairs with this deck list, and there's really nothing we can do about it. And it makes us sad. Let's go ahead and try something. So Koth is going to die either way, so let's just get rid of this mountain. Well, that's not helpful at all. But we're kind of set up for Atraxa here, honestly. Each player discards a card. I'm thinking, well, we need the mountain in order to ensure Atraxa. And Brotherhood's End is really sweet against Liliana. So let's get rid of Xander. I think the opponent is just going to be able to remove Atraxa quickly. So let's play out the Reef. Let's hard cast Atraxa. Let's think about the cards we want to draw. I'm thinking Fable of the Mirror Breaker, Big Score. Sekenzin, Big Score. Oh. One with the multiverse. Repair and recharge. Seems good to me. comes the removal on Atraxa for sure. I mean, if it's not a go for the throat, it's an invoke despair, right? I mean, they had... Okay, so we're going to discard a mountain. And they had the sack on Liliana, so they're definitely going for invoke despair. Shieldred? Are you kidding me? Evolve Sleeper? They had the insanity. Opponent is crazy. Big score. Brotherhood's End. We're doing it, folks. Fellow travelers, we are in command. We can get back a Shieldred, we can get back a Atraxa. Do they have artifact removal in their mono black list? They definitely have Atraxa removal. Why wouldn't we just get Atraxa back? Just do it all over again. They're gonna blitz. So we're gonna get Atraxa back. And we're going to take Chaotic, Xander's, not Portal, we need to leave that in the deck. Lightning Strike or Play with Fire? Lightning Strike or Play with Fire? I'm thinking Play with Fire. Alright, I like it. We have Lightning Strike for free. We have Chaotic Transformation. We need a creature, so let's channel. It's Chaotic Transformation. Get rid of the pain land. Land. Creature. It's Atraxa. Okay, that's unfortunate. And they scoop because they know we're just going to keep doing it again. It's the old Atraxa loop that we've all got familiar with in the last, oh, I'd say 14 days or so. Well, fellow travelers, that's one heck of a match one. Let's keep going. See if we can keep the magic going. And win all of our coin flips like we just did. Can someone in the comments explain to me why the opponent didn't just sacrifice our Atraxa with their Liliana? Like what the point was with giving Liliana a +1 in that situation, because I just can't think of any reason why they would do that. We have no plays, but we have mana for Fable and Big Score, and we've got to repair and recharge on all this cool discard stuff, so I kind of want to just go for it. Okay, we're up against our nemesis, blue-white control. At least that's what we think they're doing. Jeskai. Okay, Joyra doesn't die to play with fire. I think we're gonna do a scry here. Joyra dies to Brotherhood's End. Let's go ahead and keep that. They're an Artifacts Matter deck, but Joyra is kind of the linchpin of their strategy if I don't miss my guess, so I'm happy with that. Brotherhood's End would not have even touched Urza. Iganjo does. But we need Iganjo for the land drop, I think. Are we gonna Fable here? Because they're gonna Mightstone, Weakstone. Are they gonna put -5/-5 on our little Goblin Shaman? I'm not sure that they're going to do that. Teferi who slows the sunset. Oh, really? Now that I did not see coming. Okay, I think we've got Urza's number here. I kind of want to discard. I kind of don't want to discard. Okay, so Teferi's dead. If we cast Brotherhood's End and play with fire. And just keep clearing them out. And repair and recharge isn't getting anything, and we kind of want to hit land drop, so let's just let that one go. Okay, we hit the land. Let's attack in. See if they just let this go. Gets ourselves the treasure token. They're letting it go through because they're afraid. And as well they should be. So big score. Discard, play with fire, or just play with fire Brotherhood's End. Or just play with fire onto fairy. Yeah. I like it. End turn. We have big score up. We have Brotherhood's End. Here comes the weak stone. I feel like they're gonna draw 2 cards. They're gonna take out the little shaman. Okay. They must have everything that they need then, right? That's what we must suppose. So they can attack in with Urza. They're not gonna do that. We're big score here. Discarding the Brotherhood's End, which doesn't kill Urza. Land, but it's nice to get those off the top. We're not gonna be messing around. Oh my goodness. We literally are gonna hard cast Atraxa. Let's do it. Oh wait, cancel. Let's leave one of our artifacts. Dang it. It doesn't work that way. No. Alright, well, it is what it is, folks. It's just too strong not to do. They can't counter it. So. Yep, just what we thought. Okay, let's take the wastes. I think big score. Although they're just gonna, if we can, yeah. We need to get rid of the Might Stone. I guess Elder Dragon, since it's an enchantment, and then our choice, we'll go with the transformation. Destroy target artifact for sure. Opponent's turn. The card selection off Atraxa is just bonkers. If they, I mean, they've got to kill Kiki-Jiki, right? Otherwise, we can just copy Atraxa, get the trigger. Sure, it'll sacrifice itself, but insanity. Insanity! Okay, Nahiri, I'm unfamiliar. Do you have... Okay, Sten, Artifact, Surge Engine. I feel like they've got to destroy the Kiki-Jiki. Doesn't Nahiri do that? Okay, fine, I bite. Okay, so they're gonna make Kiki-Jiki attack, but we're just gonna copy Atraxa before we have to attack. So they're gonna scoop because they got nothing. They got nothing. You'll love to see it. Storming up the ladder, travelers. Okay, discard Atraxa to Fable. Play with Fire to Scry. Brotherhood's End, Lightning Strike to stall. Spara's Headquarters is a little slow. Battlefield Forge is right on topic. Let's keep it. We're on the draw. I think we've got a chance here. I'm not going to say we have a great chance, but we have a chance. And if we can pull this one out, we're talking massive entertainment value and personal achievement points for yours truly. Retro MTG A. Opponent is in the tank. What are they doing? What are they thinking? Mono black, I'm guessing. Spara's Headquarters is still our turn 1 land drop. So I'm thinking they're already wondering about Atraxa. Battlefield Forge comes into play nicely. Either we're taking 3 damage and play with fire to scry, and I think that that's honestly the play. So let's pass the turn. And unless something drastic happens, it looks like we're going to go down to 17 and get that scry. The risk-reward ratio is pretty slanted towards taking that damage because we need to absolutely do everything we possibly can to make sure we hit that 3rd land drop and get these fables going. So there it goes. Damage has been done. What's everyone think of this battlefield? I like it. Okay, we can deal with that later, but we're gonna have to deal with that for sure. So let's hit them. Even up the scores a little bit. And that's not what we want. So we're going to carefully scry that to the bottom and hopefully draw a land. No land. Okay, well, let's save Lightning Strike. Oh, that really hurts. That really hurts. We still have 22 lands in the list, so that is low, but not so low that we should, you know, not hit all of our land drops. I'm disappointed. Okay. I'm thinking they're gonna drop a Shieldred. If they have an Undying effect, I'm gonna be so upset because I could have done this last turn when they were completely out of mana. Okay, they don't. Or if they do, they didn't play it. So we're in serious trouble here. And that does not help. But play on. You never know. They are running low on cards. They haven't done any card draw stuff. They hit us with Invoke Despair right now. They deserve it. And they don't get to play any of those cool cards that they drew. Wah wah. I'm not saying this deck doesn't have problems. I'll be very honest about that. But when it does the thing, it feels amazing. And I think it's kind of like one of those old school Jaguar XKEs, or as they were also known, the E-Type. They were so temperamental. They were extremely prone to breaking down. They always needed to be worked on. Oftentimes they wouldn't even start. But man, they were beautiful. And when you drove them and you hit that corner, the feeling was amazing. So I've been told. This right here is our E-Type. And I know from personal experience how awesome it feels. So this is a mulligan. Alright, that's a keep. Calamity can cast... I think it's Calamity here. So we need to be able to discard the one with the multiverse. And we can't cast... I think it's Calamity. Oh wow, we've got some excellent things to discard. I love it. Let's keep them guessing. Throw out the Adarkar Wastes. Blood Tithe. No, Bitter Reunion. They discard a big score? Okay, they're playing Atraxa Reanimate as well. And they, you know, not gonna lie, their shell might be better than ours. At least more consistent. So we throw down a mountain and say go. Hopefully we can draw a land, so that's excellent. You don't have to play out our Sokinzen. They're building their way slowly up to big score, otherwise they wouldn't have discarded that one. I'm sure they have plenty of direct damage in hand. We are going to play Dragon War and discard our stuff. Take some damage. We're going to skip to chapter 2, obviously. Any number of cards? Holy crap! I forgot about that. I honestly feel like just 2 is fine. Please not both lands. Didn't even draw 1 land off that. Wow. Okay, so next turn we have a 4/4 dragon. Unless they want to destroy the enchantment with like a Terra Sunder. Called it! Which is fine, it already did its job. We got big score. And we're gonna be discarding some Play with Fires. We got Kiki Jiki. Honestly, I think saving Kiki Jiki is sort of the way to go here. Well, first let's do big score, right? Discard Play with Fire. It's the least useful card in our hand right now, still being really awesome. Okay, Chaotic Transformation, rip it right off the top, no problem. We'll play out a land instead of the Sokinzen. We have Play with Fire up. Let's go. Oh. Gosh. We kind of want to get Fable the Mirror Breaker out. What are the chances they have another Terra Sunder? Well, actually, the enchantment that we would want to hit with Chaos Transformation is actually in our graveyard right now. So what we really want to hit with Chaos Transformation is Repair and Recharge, in which case we don't need to end the turn. Save the treasure tokens. Maybe we rip Atraxa off the top and we just hardcast it. I mean, they have removal for it, but the card selection is just bonkers off the wall. Did we go first? I can't even remember. They're cycling, they're scrambling around. we gonna hit him in the face and scry? I think we are. Another chaotic transformation? How do you say no to that? What other things could we draw that would... Actually, there are so many things we don't want to draw that drawing chaotic transformation is actually really sweet. Okay, the only thing we don't have a creature to get chaotic transformation. So we could do big score, and then we'd still have 6 mana up, but that wouldn't get us a creature. So Kenzen, we can do big score, and then Kenzen, and that's all instant speed. They don't have a way to hard cast Atraxa. And they don't have Atraxa or anything good in the graveyard. So I think that's where we're staying. We're sticking pat. They might even think we have counter magic up, which, not gonna lie, would be kind of awesome. Does that mess with our plan? Kind of does, but the choice... Okay, so they're definitely going to get rid of Portal, right? Because we could chaotic transformation the heck out of that. If we big score... Okay, this is going to be hilarious. Let's let that resolve. Let's see what they pick. Okay, big score. Discard one of our chaotic transformations. If we hit Invoke Calamity, we didn't. Okay, that's sad. Alright, resolve. Resolve. We need to draw a land. But we can also Fable and Chaotic. I think... Yeah, we... Okay, so they get Portal. That's okay. I bet they're feeling pretty good about emptying out our graveyard of all of our goodies. So we're not casting Kenzen, we're not channeling Kenzen now. We drew a land, so we play that out. We cast Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Gives us a creature and an enchantment. They have Tear Asunder. And they potentially have... So they can either remove the Fable or the Shaman. But we're definitely going to get something here. And in response, they remove one of our things. No, they don't have anything. Holy crap-ola. Okay, let's get our enchantment first, which should be another Fable. Oh, it's the Dragon War. Sure. Yeah, 2 damage to every creature is fine. Well, Portal. Land. And creature. Okay, so... Yeah, we'll do those triggers. Repair and recharge or Brotherhood's End. I feel like Brotherhood's End. Although, let's look at the battlefield real quick. We've got to be quick when we make our selections. Okay, view browser. Okay, so repair and recharge, Xander's Lounge, a braid, or lightning strike, or big score. Big score. They're going to abrade our portal, which goes to our graveyard. We made the right choice. Invoke Despair. Oh, they've got all the answers, don't they? Okay. Ooh, that's not good. Food for thought, opponent. They're not doing so bad. I mean, they had an amazing set of answers. They throw Graveyard Trespasser down. I'm going to give them a little round of applause. Brotherhood's End. Okay, there goes my treasure tokens, because they're worried I'm going to hard cast Atraxa. Discarding a mountain and a reef. Big score and an abrade. Let's attack now. See what they do. Okay, there was some stick there, so I think they do have something. Let's big score. And we'll discard Igonjo. Oh, wow. Okay, we have Invoke Calamity, so we can get Chaotic Transformation. I think that that's the play, right? Because we're going to cast it for free. And we have Creature, Enchantment. Artifact, creature, enchantment. Oh, no planeswalker. I like our dual land selection right now. I don't want to disrupt that up too much. Okay, first the land. Then the enchantment. Nothing. Then the treasure. Nothing. Then the creature, Atraxa. We have a burn down the house in hand, which makes Jaya kind of cool. But I'm thinking... put Atraxa into our hand? Are we really going to do that? I don't think we are. I don't see... Well, we can discard it, right? Yeah, okay, we'll put it into our hand, and we'll take a lightning strike. Discard headquarters. Oh, wait a minute. Play headquarters. Discard 2 cards. It's gonna be a Braid and Sokenzen. What can we get with our repair and recharge? Portal, unless they take it from us. Atraxa's dead. Always assume that. Our opponent is smart. They did not leave themselves without options on removing Atraxa. In fact, they might just want to exile it with another Tear Asunder. Not gonna lie, this game is tight. And they're hanging in there. Let's everyone, little golf clap for the opponent hanging in. They have a lot of cards in hand still too, but they just can't see a way out. I sympathize with them. We've all been there, right? Let's take a look at this battlefield real quick. Storming up the ladder. They only drew, as far as we can tell, they only drew 1 Trespasser, which would be... It's not a card that's unbeatable for us, but it's extremely pesky. They drew the Bitter Reunion. I think, judging from these cards, I'm pretty sure that they play Tyvar. I don't think they had that, otherwise they would have... Well, would they have played that? I don't know if they would have. They would be extremely leery of playing that. Looks like they did some cycling. I can't remember if they cycled both of those or just did... I know they cycled once, at least. Let's look at our hand real quick. 2 burn down the houses, which I'm assuming I was going to use for the tokens. We had Atraxa, and that's basically... you know, lethal, especially with the lightning strike in hand. Could we have done all of that next turn anyway? No. Close though. We could have had a burn down the house and a lightning strike, or we could have done a burn down the house and a fable for maximum value. And we were actually really close to just being able to hard cast Atraxa. But we definitely were able to hard cast Repair, so let's see what we could have gotten. We could have gotten the Portal. Looks like that's it. You know, that Invoke Calamity was just so on point. I just loved it. I loved casting it. I loved what it did for us. Just being 5 mana, able to cast the Chaotic Transformation, it left up a single treasure token for us to use. Like, all the pieces fell together. It was something beautiful to behold, and I'm just so happy to be able to share that with you all, my glorious and excellent fellow travelers. Such a great time. Just so proud. So excited to be able to show this deck off. Obviously, you know, yesterday we showcased this deck, but in a mono red shell, and that didn't really work out. It was actually extremely frustrating. I was able to show off 3 victories in my video, but they were hard won, and they didn't prove anything because the amount of losses that I actually racked up to get those was prohibitive. Now here, I'm not exactly sure, but I'm thinking we definitely had 3 wins with this list. There might have only been 2 losses, or at the most 3 losses. So at the very end all be all, this deck is a 50%er in low bottom platinum, which that makes me extremely excited to bring to all of you. Well, that's a wrap. Nothing else to say, really. Please let me know in the comments if you'd make any changes to the list. Obviously, this is a process of community crowdsourcing on this list. If you feel like you can bring something to it that's going to blow my mind, I am completely open to that. Any mistakes I made, I'm a lifelong learner, and I just love the heck out of Magic, so I will take that on board without any sort of belly aching or temper tantrum. Massive thanks to everyone out there consuming the content. Fellow travelers, you are excellent. The response has been truly fantastic and encouraging. We are Retro MTG Arena.